Hi, John from Happy Talks here, and welcome to video number 9 on how to reduce your stress and fear at this time. Today, I'm going to go all philosophical on you. For thousands of years, humans have considered what's the meaning of life? What's it all for? Today, I'm going to talk about meaning and what impact that can have on your stress and fear. I just want to put it out there before I begin. I don't have all the answers here. And I just want to explore this with you, and please feel free to leave comments. Now, so what is meaning? Well, to the best of my knowledge, meaning is the feeling that you make a difference. That because you're here, something is better. So you contribute something to the world and you see that it's making something better, and you get a feeling of meaning from that, a good feeling from that. That's the feeling of meaning. So meaning comes from purpose. So what's purpose? Well, purpose is when you go and you do something and then you feel that that's good and it makes a difference and it gives you a good feeling. So what's your purpose? Well, your purpose, if it's closely linked ideally to who you are, so your talents, your temperament, your personality, if you give forth of yourself and you feel that makes a difference, a positive difference, then you get an even better feeling because you feel like I'm doing what I naturally do in the world and it makes a positive contribution. It makes a difference to somebody, to a lot of people maybe. And then you look at that and you get a good feeling, a really good feeling. So that's meaning amplified. Some people say, is it more important to be happy or to have meaning in your life? I think the two are inextricably linked. I don't think you can actually be happy unless you have true meaning. Back in the 80s, there was a woman called Margaret McCarthy. She was a Scottish woman and she suffered from unbelievable depression. Her doctor said it was the worst case of depression he ever saw. And so she had tried to take her life twice. She was in a really bad way. And she heard about a guy called Patch Adams in the United States. Robin Williams played him in the movie. And he was a doctor who was looking at radical ways to cure depression. So she rang him because she heard he had a clinic. And she said, look, can I come to your clinic? I'm in a bad way, I need help. And he said, I'm sorry, my clinic isn't ready yet. And she said, what will I do? And he said, look, what you could do is go out and see, can you help people like yourself? You know a lot about what you're going through. See if you can put that to use to actually help other people who are suffering from depression. And so because she had nothing to lose at that point, she decided, okay, I'm going to do this. So herself and her husband went out and they found people who were depressed and tried to help them. And they did help them. And that feeling of meaning that she got from that, which I guess must have been what she got from that, changed her completely. Her depression lifted really, really quickly and she never became depressed again. Back in 1943, a psychologist called Abraham Maslow came up with an idea of the human needs. It's a hierarchy, as you can see, it's a triangle, so it starts at the bottom. We need food, water, rest. After that, we need a feeling of safety. After that, we need love, relationships and friends. We need a feeling of accomplishment, that what we do matters. We also, on the very top, he talked about self-actualization, which is a feeling that you've reached your full potential, that you are using everything you've got and you're doing it to the best of your ability. And that's definitely all connected at the top here about meaning. It's about feeling that what you're doing means something. It gives you a good feeling to do this thing, to see what it does. And so it's it's the cream on the cake, really, of human needs. You know, if you get to this point here where you've taken care of everything else and you feel, yes, I am doing the best I can what I have, and what I'm doing is making a difference, and it gives me that feeling of meaning. So why then is meaning so important to us as humans? Well, a theory that makes a lot of sense to me is that because we're conscious beings, we're aware of our own mortality, we're also aware that life can be very painful and have a lot of suffering. As the Buddhists say, life is suffering. So the sense of meaning, or the feeling of meaning, is the counterbalance to that. Meaning is the counterbalance on the seesaw of life to suffering. In the face of how hard you know life can be, you know there's something you can do that will make a positive difference. And that's what helps you go on. That's what gives you the good feeling. And as we talked about before, every good feeling you get leaves less space for fear and stress. Thank you for allowing me to explore the complicated subject of meaning in 5 minutes or less. Please feel free to leave your comments. Good or bad, they're all welcome. Stay safe everybody, and thank you for watching.